Steve Azar. Good morning, sir.
I was busy making fires for everybody, getting ready for the Mississippi Christmas. I was running around town. That's what happened. I'm being a good Samaritan, good Santa Claus, and obviously I didn't hear my alarm.
It's part of your ambassadorship to do that. So, look,
yeah.
Perez and I want to thank you for giving us some time off here, using your talents. And we were wondering if you wanted to add another couple of days to that, but I think you're full up.
Hey, all we got to do is run it on repeat. Come on.
Oh, that's true. The best of will be right after the best. Steve, tell people what they will hear on Christmas Eve and on Christmas Day.
I love doing this show. I really love it. Obviously, it's extended each year, and so that's good. But you're gonna. A lot of my friends give me Christmas memories from interviews I do. I'll sort of stockpile them, and we'll run some again that we ran before that we loved. And Will does a great job putting the show together, obviously. And but it's great. And we get to play Christmas songs, some obscure, all the stuff that we all grew up loving, the classics. But we mix them in with just so much other great Christmas music. It's a great celebration of Mississippi. But besides, we also hone in on a lot of our greats from Mississippi as well. But it's easy to do that, to play everybody else, because they were all influenced by us. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Wanted to see if maybe you could use a little bit of your notoriety and Mississippi connections to maybe get on the Faith Hill and Tim McGraw new series on, that spin off on Yellowstone. Because I think you'd look good in a cowboy hat.
I tell you what, the last time Tim and I were together, we played in a celebrity football game. It was with the Titans, and I picked him off 5 times and scored twice in the second half. And I was the MVP. And so Tim hadn't talked to me since.
I was going to say, forget about that idea then.
No, the great thing about Faith is she's awesome. I was a little bit rock and roll for what everybody was doing, but I was being myself. Faith was always so nice. She called me Mississippi. That was my nickname when she saw me, and always very friendly. And so is Tim. He's great. They're awesome. But I do love that they're on there. I mean, come on. I mean, that show is huge right now.
It's going to be incredible. It absolutely is. I got to ask you this, because I mentioned this on the air when we played your song, One Mississippi. It is kind of crazy that Kane Brown came out with another song, One Mississippi, with a little commonality between the two on a countdown that he does. But when you heard that, what did you think?
Oh, I hadn't even heard it. But
you haven't heard his?
No, and I know he's got one, but he's hard. In our business, you can't copyright a title.
Yeah.
I'm sure that they didn't know about mine. I didn't know about theirs. It just happens. It's funny. I wrote a song years ago with a guy named John Swears, and he wrote, "I'm having daydreams about night things." So John and I ended up being neighbors, and we wrote for the same publisher, and we wrote Independence Day. And all of a sudden, a song plugger walks in. A song plugger walks in and goes, "You guys are a little bit late. Martina McBride just released Independence Day." So we changed the title, and that was.
You got to hold on. You got to hold on, because you were tardy here. You've used up most of the time in this segment, so hold on, and we'll get back with you right after this. Steve Azar. Don't go anywhere. Back with Steve Azar, and he's going to be filling in on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Let me say one more thing to echo what you said about Will, because when I come in the mornings, Will's usually done a lot of work, and sometimes on the computer we use in the main production studio, he has that up in there. And I thought I was pretty good on our audio editing program, but that thing's like a jigsaw puzzle when he puts your program together. So kudos to Will. He does a great job. So interviews, and what else are we going to hear on the program on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day? Hello? Babba-dabba-dabba-dap.
I can hear you. Hello?
Oh, I can hear you now. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Can you hear me now?
I was saying, can you hear me now? I was saying that Will's mind doesn't work quite like ours, which is a good thing for everybody.
You're right.
Yeah.
So what are we going to? What else are we going to hear on this for Saturday? Is it going to be a repeat from Saturday to Sunday, or are they two separate programs? No. Not Saturday and Sunday. I'm sorry, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
No, it's a marathon. Once you start at one point and you end up at another.
How about that?
We're going to start in the Mississippi Delta, and we're going to roll around the state, roll through the state, every vein, every beautiful highway, and probably end up on the glorious Gulf Coast. Who knows? But I can tell you that I do love doing it, and I love celebrating Christmas, and we're all blessed. So many of us and so many of our health care professionals have gone through it in the last 2 years, and then we got all this stuff popping up again. Bless their hearts and bless all that have, just so many families that have gone through it on a greater level, and just it's been sad, but we are resilient, and we will rebound, and we will celebrate Christmas and a new year, and hopefully we'll continue to see more of all this in the rearview mirror. And I love celebrating Christmas, and also our kids live all over the map now. So it's great to have them home. We don't get to see them. We're on the other end of that. So you
Steve,
don't get to wake up in the morning with them.
You and I are both Delta boys and lived most all of our lives me all of my life, you most of your life here. But to me, it seems like we have lost a lot of small hometowns that have just gone away because that's just the way and not only here, but that's one of the cultural movements across the country. But that said, the ones that have good people who are just damned and determined not to let that go seems to be in the last 10 or 15 years. Greenville, you guys are doing a good job there. With Leland, Mississippi, seems to be doing great. You take Laurel, you take Brookhaven, you take Tupelo, and I don't want to leave anybody out. My God, Gulfport, Bay Springs.
Cleveland,
Cleveland.
The 50 Nights Delights, and we're all trying our best down here. I mean, it's Paul. Once you Greenville had already established itself when my dad was young, right? And it was a place, it was hopping. It was a huge towboat industry. There was so much going on in Greenville. And, now there's a lot of, they're buying buildings back, everybody, the Main Street of Greenville. So they're trying to now really figure it out. Everybody's working really hard. It just takes time to refill those buildings and get people to come back. A lot of people leave. But I really think that our mayors and our CVB leaders and everybody's doing everything about our economy, about celebrating who we are artistically, who we are from our history, grabbing some pieces of our history, celebrating it, and just revitalizing. And it's happening. It really is.
I don't think anybody doesn't understand this. When you lose in a small town a major manufacturer or entity, it's almost impossible to recover. And if you do recover, you've got some very extraordinary people who have made that happen. But look, it says something about how old I am, but I remember to be in the yard or on the farm in Shaw, and it was nothing to see a squadron of 50, 60, 100 planes go over from the airport there, the Air Force base there.
Greenville.
Yeah.
Right. And we just got a new airline called Contour, and it's a 30-passenger jet. Goes to Nashville and Dallas every day, or pretty much every day. And so that's exciting because when I moved here, we had Delta Airlines was here. So we could go to Memphis and then go anywhere we wanted. So, we needed that. I mean, we needed something like that we're especially, I've been going to Jackson a whole lot and Little Rock a whole lot, or Memphis to fly depending on where I was going. And when I moved here, I had one of the deciding factors was, the airport's right there. I can go anywhere. Yeah. And it was working for a while, but then it's all right. It's all, I'm glad. Listen, the move for us was greater than just an airport, but now we have it back. It's just wonderful. Listen, I say this. Our traffics are what's our traffic down here? Tractors. And I love it. And sometimes I'll catch myself and I'll go, I can't believe that. I probably know them. They need to move over. And then I'll breathe and go, are you kidding me? I want to soak it in because I could be in Nashville right now in that turmoil. So I don't want it.
I have ridden to town many times on the tractor taking a shortcut through the fields with my dad. to go to Denny Moore's Shady Nook to have a morning coffee. So it brings back memories.
Wow.
You know, it is one of those things about the state of Mississippi. Our people are just incredible. I think you have done a great job in your position as ambassador, and I'm looking forward to the Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, because especially for people who are driving. You know, you'll get into this, and you'll probably slow down a few miles an hour because you don't want to get there in time to miss anything. So we're looking forward to it.
Well, I've got friends all over the country that write in and let me know that that's what they listen to. So it's great to hear some friends in Seattle or Portland, Oregon, or that coast or Pacific Northwest, and all the way to Portland, Maine, clear across the country. They all listen and they love it, and they give me some grief, but it's awesome.
Well, I want to tell you something else, and kudos to you, because I've been doing this for a long time, and I remember over the years, the decades, when we have somebody come in and said, pitch a program, and say that they want to do this, and it's going to be 2 hours a week, and this is how extensive it is. I think the general thought of most people, certainly if they're in the position of making that decision, would think, man, this guy's got dreams, but he'll do this for a couple of months, and that's it. He's going to wear out. Man, you have over-exceeded expectations. I can't believe that you're still doing it and getting these great interviews.
Well, Paul, it has evolved, and I've had to meet Peter to meet Paul and steal from both of them, friendship-wise. But it's been an absolute joy. It's been an awakening. Like I said, I've learned to listen. This week I've got Richard Karn. I was watching a brand new Christmas show on Hallmark, because that's what's rolling like on so many households now. And Richard's in a new one, and he did a Mississippi Christmas a while back, but this is another one. And I just interviewed him and his wife Tootie Roach, who is incredibly talented. They met in doing Broadway or theater somewhere in New York, and she is incredible. And so I got them both on the phone. We talked about Christmas, and they're going to be my interviews tomorrow. But we've all become such good friends, and everybody's been great about sharing their time with me. And I love my Mississippi Minute, and it just really it's been a game changer for me as far as my understanding deeper relationships and sharing it with all my friends in Mississippi and beyond. It's been awesome.
Well, in about 40 or 50 years now, when you stop doing it, they will live on for a long, long time. So
I love it. Well, I've been attacked a few times by producer Will and Houston, our fearless engineer there. We want to get you on video so we can do this. And every time they say it, I say, how's the weather?
Hey, keep resisting. It's a weird animal, man. It's a weird animal. So
the fact that I have to get dressed, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah,
I like being the news anchor. I like being the guy.
Well, you only have to get dressed. You only have to get dressed top up. That's it.
I know. I heard about that. Well, I heard. I know. I
Steve,
love it.
thank
Well,
you, sir.
Love you,
Merry Christmas to you.
Team SuperTalk. Thank you.
We thank you so very, very much, and we look forward to it. And always good seeing you, sir, and always good talking to you, my brother. And keep up the good work.
Blessings, Mississippi. Merry Christmas. I'll see you shortly for a long time.
You got it, man.